3 go from Denver. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 37-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
First down, Chargers.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
This is Tomlinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 15-yard.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Tomlinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score, Chargers 14. Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
The extra point.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
A gain of a yard.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, Mikey, 18. Switch. 19, Mike.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
39-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike, 53, Mike. Watch the slap.
They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Broncos.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Euro set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for only a couple.
84. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now this throw caught left side. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 71 yards.
1st and goal, Chargers.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Broncos 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Right back to him on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Charger drive about to get going. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
29.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Chargers
throwing on first down. Chamberlain. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Did you see them hold up four fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the...
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
25 yards. First down.
Tomlinson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 33 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They're going to try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Chargers 41, Broncos 39.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in?
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Tonight's final score, Broncos.
Charles, it's
46.
one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.